Okay, so we finally made it to testing our first API endpoint. Finally. So let's go ahead and do that now. So you can see I added a couple in here just to show that it can handle multiple things, what's going on. Some things to note, and you've probably already noticed just looking at this, is that you cannot have the same folder names in terms of the move because it'll merge the two files together in the test folder. So that's something to note. And we also need to make sure our test names are unique and our file names. So they can't all be the same, basically, is what I'm saying. Just make sure that your tests are unique, the test file names are unique, and the folders are unique from each other so they don't merge. So with that said, let's go ahead and run this. So what are we going to do exactly? So we're now, instead of having our path in here, we have it in here now. So we can just run pytest, and then we can just pass in our env, which is going to be test in this case. And since I have fake data in here now, you can see that it's going to error out. Obviously, the auth token is failing for every single one of these. Something that would be pretty cool to show, actually, now that I just looked at it, is we can actually check out our reports. We haven't seen that yet. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So you can see right here, this is the one I just ran. And you can see every single one of these that we ran, we have our health check 3, our health check, and our health check 2. Every single one of these, all the errors and everything is logged to this. This is very, very useful when debugging your endpoints and whatnot. You can see how long it took, the duration, and all that stuff. So very useful. I love this reporting. But let me go and actually update my environment JSON to be real data so we get a green and everything's happy. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're updated now. Gonna go ahead and show you it all working now. So we're just gonna run the same command here. And everything's green. Oh, you love to see that when everything passes. Best feeling ever. But you can see we've all passed, no log output captured, which we could change that. So like we definitely will change that in some of our other endpoints, but maybe we'll do that actually now. We can do that. Yeah. So yeah, we've got our working tests, and I have tested both the move and the copy, and they do work as intended. So just keep in mind those couple rules I said with making sure your folder names are unique and your test names are unique and your test files match your test names files. Sorry, your test names match your test files. There we go. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to switch over to my other screen and we'll go ahead and add some data capture so you can see that. Okay, so we're switched back over to our test. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to make it so it captures some of our outputs here. My health check does have a response coming back, so let's go ahead and capture that. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to get the request text, and then we're going to print that. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to set our response is equal to request dot text. And with that, we're going to go ahead and print. Let's just say get response details /n here, I guess. We can do that. And then we're going to do plus. We can also include, which is really nice, we can include the status code in here. So let's do an f string of status code. Lowercase better. We're going to get, in this case, request dot status code. Let's add another new line here. And we're going to do, oops, I got that backwards. Got to end that, there we go. Plus n, I guess you don't really need to do that, but oh well. Another string of our response. So, what did I do here? It was not closed. Oh, my bad. Okay, so that should work. And so let's go ahead and save this. Go back to our test, run it again, and see what comes back in our report. So the last time I ran it on move mode, or sorry, copy mode. Let's go ahead and run this on move mode now. So just add that here. Method equals move. Let that run for a second. Right. I might need to have my server running. That might help a little bit. So let's start that back up. Give it 1 second. Okay, that should be good. And let's try one more time. Ah, much better. I like to see it when it's green. All right, so let's open that up. Drag that over. So you'll notice this one's not going to have anything because I didn't copy that code over to this one. This one won't have anything because the same thing, I didn't copy it over. But this one will have it. So this shows my status code. It's everything we printed out. Message with localhost being okay. So we've got something working here now. And what we're going to do now is we're going to build out a couple more endpoints and build some automation around that. And then I think this should be all good and done. So yeah, we'll just build out another endpoint in our next video. See you then.